Hey everybody, this is Dee Osborne, and I am coming on here today to do a follow-up to a video that I did just the other day. I'm finishing up making this card. I made the card front the other day, and I showed you several other versions of the card front that you can make with the Peaceful View stamp set from Stampin' Up! And I am going to now put this onto a card base and finish this card up. I'm going to make this a thinking of you, or maybe a sympathy card. I might just do a thinking of you. That kind of covers a lot of bases, I think. So I'm going to start with a piece of Balmy Blue cardstock. And I am going to cut it at 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to go 5.5. I'm going to show you step by step. So 5.5, and then I'm going to turn it and score it at 4 1/4. And that is going to be my card base. And I'm going to put this card right directly onto this card base, just like this. Okay, I'm going to glue that on there. And I went with a lighter color. I tried it with a few darker bases, and I didn't think that it looked as good. I think the lighter color pulled from in here really helped it to pop. So I'm going to glue that down. Now this is going to be a very simple card. You could add ribbon and you could add some bling, obviously, if you wanted to, but I'm just going to make this very simple. And I kind of like super simple cards. And so that's what I'm doing here. So I just put some glue on the back, and then I'm going to place it onto my card front. And, you know, it gives you a couple of seconds here to straighten it up and get it on there like you like it. Okay. And now I'm just going to find a sentiment that I like that says thinking of you, and I'm going to stamp that on there and finish this card up. So actually I went with this with sympathy stamp. So let me grab a piece of white paper. Just put a little white, don't know what I'm trying to say, sentiment right there. Okay, so I just cut a little piece of scrap here. It's about 1 inch. Let's see. Let me turn this over so I can have my measurement on here. So this is, actually, it's a 1/2 inch, a little more than a 1/2 inch, almost 3/4 of an inch. It needed to be wide enough for this stamp to go on there. So I've got some early espresso ink, and I'm going to ink up my stamp with early espresso because that was the color that I used to stamp the tree. And I'm just going to stamp this on here. Just like that. Okay, that just barely fits. I think I'm going to redo that. I'd like that to be just a little fit on there, just a little bit better. I think I'm going to do it on here, and then I can cut it down. Let's do that. I don't want a big, you know, a big sentiment. So I'm going to cut this down. All right, so that looks a lot better. So I'm going to trim this down to right underneath where it says sympathy. Okay, so I paused the video and I brought in my trimmer, and I'm just going to trim it down just like that. And I think I might make it, it's a little bit crooked, might make that a little smaller. Yeah, I think I'll make that just a tiny bit smaller. Okay, and then I'm going to get my scissors, get my snips here, and I'm just going to cut it like that. And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to trim it that way as well. Okay, I'll move this off camera. And I'm just going to put my sentiment right there. I'm going to pop it up with some Stampin' Dimensionals. And you could put it, you know, you don't have to put it down here, obviously. You could put it up here. Maybe I like that. Because if I put it here, I think it interferes with that, and you can't see that. I think I will put it up at the top. I could put it on that side. I think I'll put it right there. Okay, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back here. Take those off. And then just put this sympathy, pop it up right there. And what a beautiful sympathy card that is. It's very simple. Doesn't need to be, you know, very fancy or anything like that. And I think it's very serene and makes a beautiful, beautiful sympathy card. You could do one that says, thinking of you. This could even be a happy birthday card. I mean, it's just beautiful. You could use it for anything. Congratulations. It's be a great thank you card. So this is a great card. And I just wanted to pop on here real quick and finish it up from the video that I did the other day where I made the bases. And I will show you a couple of those again. And you can go and see my video where I showed you how I made these. But they're just on designer series paper, and so easy, so beautiful, right? All right, well, there you go. There's the sympathy card, and super easy and fast. I mean, this does not get any faster, well, honestly. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and come back to see me. Have a great day.